Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Nate Stewart. I'm a mortgage loan officer here in Puerto Rico with a company called Collab Lending, and I wanted to make this little intro to the channel to just because we're going about a year now with the YouTube channel, and it's been a really cool experience. I'm getting to talk to many folks that have questions, and being able to help answer questions, being able to help people get to the closing table has been very rewarding. And so just wanted to make this little intro to kind of explain what's the channel about and what can you expect to find, and also a little bit about me. So I'm originally from Central Florida, like the Space Coast of Florida, moved around a lot, went and studied in North Carolina at Wake Forest, then moved to Gainesville, Florida. That's where I met my wife, and then moved. We did the Peace Corps, and then after Peace Corps, we moved to Colombia. I was working as an educator. I was like a math science teacher for many years, and then also was a dean of students at a private school down there. And then the pandemic hit, and then I decided, man, I really want to do something different, because working in a school during a pandemic in another country far from friends and family was very challenging, and wanted to change it up. But as my wife is from Puerto Rico, we decided to move here. And so moved here. Knew that I didn't want to be in education anymore, so I was looking for something new, new project to do, and that's how I got linked up with Andre Munar, who is the president and one of the co-founders of Collab Lending, along with Megan Marsh. And so he had decided to come and open a mortgage company here in Puerto Rico, basically because the traditional lenders were just not getting the job done, to be real honest. Not offering transparent process, not good at not being very responsive. And so he came down to purchase a home for himself, and what he saw with the mortgage situation was like, wow, we could do this better. And so he started that company. Later, I got linked up with him, and the rest is history. So that is the purpose of the channel, is to take mortgages, which are already kind of complex enough, and then in the context of Puerto Rico, which has its own nuances and layer of complexity, and to try to make it all as streamlined, smooth, and transparent as can be. So that is my goal at the channel. That is my goal in every time I'm talking to a client or helping somebody get to the closing table, is to make it smooth, transparent, and so that you know what's really going on, so that you can make the best decisions for yourself of how to get to that closing table, if you should be purchasing now or not, or what the numbers look like, and all those things. Because the biggest challenge in Puerto Rico is the lack of standardization, right? And this is not a criticism. It's just a culturally different place. It's like any difference between any two states in the union, there's going to be differences in the standardization or lack thereof. And so in Puerto Rico, for whatever question you've got about real estate, there very often is a right answer. It can just be hard to know that you've got the right answer, right? You might ask 3 people the same question, get 5 different answers. And so that's why I have the channel, and that's why we exist as a company here in Puerto Rico, because we also do loans elsewhere. And so that was why I wanted to make this channel, was to help kind of demystify mortgages and help people get what they're looking for without all the rigmarole of like months in a process where you don't know where you're at. And all those kinds of things. So if you have any questions about your situation, if you want to know if you could be pre-approved, if you just want to know about purchasing in Puerto Rico in general, no matter where you're from, si sea en español, también los puedo atender. So just let me know any questions. Happy to help out. My contact information will be in the description. But thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you find the videos on the channel helpful, and let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you out there.